Running her first rock and roll marathon will be tough for Morgan Wilson Brodmann, but the grueling mental and physical challenges she will face during Saturday's race will be nothing compared to losing her only sibling nearly 5 years ago. Brodmann is dedicating the formidable task of completing 26.2 miles in memory of her late brother, Cory Wilson, who was 21 when he collapsed and died of an unexplained cardiac arrhythmia on January 17, 2013 in a Georgia Southern University classroom. Putting my body through the pain of the marathon certainly won't be easy, but it can't be any harder than what I've already experienced, Brodmann said earlier this week. The fact that I'm doing it for Cory gives it a powerful meaning. The 24-year-old Savannah Heon was just 19 when her brother died. They were less than 2 years apart and the only children of Lisa and Kenny Wilson. Growing up, it was always the four of us going on trips and doing fun things, and suddenly it was only three, Brodmann recalled of the days and years after Cory's death. It constantly feels like there's a piece of the puzzle missing and an empty chair at the table. Despite the profound sadness that comes with the death of a sibling, Brodmann has learned to take baby steps when dealing with her grief. When he passed away, I thought my happiest days were over and I felt like it was my responsibility to bring a positive vibe to every moment because even the smallest thing would turn dark, she explained, adding that she found herself trying to parent her grief-stricken parents. At first, she dreaded holidays. That first Easter morning was tough because we all thought about how it used to be when Cory and I saw our Easter baskets, she said. But as the moments, days and years have gone by, Brodmann, her parents and other loved ones have learned to deal with their loss, though it hasn't been easy, she said. Holidays are better, though it's hard to be joyful when it's always -1. We have to find ways to get around the pain, she said. Her faith, her husband Andrew, and friends have sustained her through the tough times, she said. She also has learned what to say to those who have lost loved ones because she has been in the trenches. I don't want to hear someone say there's a reason for or a lesson to learn from Cory's death. Loss isn't a lesson. It's a loss and it's not fair. At the same time, she said, she knows God is always by her side during this difficult journey. Brodmann admits that she still has moments when she wants to curl up in a ball and cry, but she manages to soldier on. Everybody hurts differently, she said. The saying time heals all wounds doesn't work for us, she said, realistically. When something like this happens, your normal is completely and forever changed. Brodmann's parents have channeled their grief into creating the Cory Joseph Wilson Memorial, Inc., a foundation that raises money for cardiac awareness and education. Lisa Wilson, who is a registered nurse, has taught countless classes in cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Additionally, money raised during the foundation's Cory Wilson Fireball 40 Memorial Baseball tournaments goes toward purchasing automated external defibrillators AEDs that have been donated to various schools, groups and organizations, as well as the funding of a GSU scholarship in Cory Wilson's memory. An AED was unavailable the day Cory was stricken at GSU, but because of the Wilsons' efforts, the devices now are located throughout the buildings on the Statesboro campus. Also, only one person in his class knew CPR, and Lisa Wilson's instruction has increased those numbers by thousands. Brodmann has the utmost admiration for Lisa and Kenny Wilson and how they have dealt with the loss of their son. It is so incredible what my parents have done to make a difference, she said. Something like Cory's death is so tragic, but they've done so much with it and are changing so many lives. Since Cory's death, the family has experienced happy times, Brodmann said, despite the Minusoni feeling. Her wedding to Andrew Brodmann, their college graduation and his acceptance to medical school all have brought tears of joy to the family. Now, Brodmann wants to go to nursing school and is taking the necessary prerequisite courses to apply. I decided to switch to nursing because I want to potentially be in the position of saving people's lives, she explained. Meanwhile, Brodmann has her sights on completing the marathon for Cory. She and her mother finished their first half marathon in the 2012 Savannah Rock and Roll event. I remember how Cory thought it was so cool for us to be doing it, Brodmann said. Since then, there have been other half marathons for mom and daughter, who always wear or carry red bandanas in remembrance of Cory. And what would Big Brother think about little sis running a marathon in his honor? He'd probably first say, "What the heck are you thinking?" Brodmann said. And then he'd say, "Why the heck are you doing this for me? I hate running." But then I think he'd say it's pretty darn cool that his little sister is doing something so crazy that not many people do. He used to kind of brag about me to his friends, like when I went skydiving, which always made me feel pretty cool. I imagine he would do the same for this.